In this video, we are going to be going over long division, and I'm going to start by reviewing the steps to completing a long division problem. The first step is D for divide. Our next step is M for multiply. My next step is S for subtract. Followed by B for bring down, and we finish up with R for repeat. Now, an easier way to remember these steps is by saying Dad, Mom, Sister, Brother, and Rover. Our practice problem for this video is going to be 763 divided by 3. I'm going to go over here and write out my steps to completing the problem. Dad, Mom, Sister, Brother, and Rover. This way I can check each step off as I go. My first step is to divide, so I'm going to see how many times can 3 fit into 7. I know that 3 fits into 7 2 times. So I put my answer up here, 2, and I check off D for divide. My next step is to multiply. So I multiply 2 times 3, which is 6. I put my answer down here, check off. My next step is to subtract. So I subtract 6 from 7, which gives me 1. My next step is to bring down. So I bring down my 6. My next step is to repeat. So I go back up to the D for divide. Now I see how many times can 3 fit into 16. I know 3 fits into 16 5 times. Check off my D. My next step is to multiply, so I multiply 5 times 3, which is 15. Check it off. My next step is to subtract. 16 minus 15 is 1. My next step is to bring down. I bring down my 3. And then I repeat. So I go back up to D for divide. Now I see how many times can 3 fit into 13. I know 3 goes into 13 4 times. So now I check off divide. Next I'm going to multiply 4 times 3, which is 12. Check it off. My next step is to subtract. 13 minus 12 is 1. And my next step is to bring down, but I don't have anything to bring down, which means we're done with the problem. I have 254 up here. I'm going to circle it. And then I have 1 down here. That 1 is our remainder. So that means that 3 fits into 763 254 times with a remainder of 1. So I write my answer like this. Answer equals 254, R for remainder, 1. Now before I know that this answer is completely correct, I have to check my work. In order to check a long division problem, you do the inverse operation, which is multiplication. So we're going to multiply 254 times 3. And if I did my division correctly, the answer to this multiplication problem is going to be 763. I start by multiplying 4 times 3, which is 12. Carry the 1. Next I multiply 5 times 3, which is 15. Add the 1, giving me 16. Carry the 1. Next I multiply 2 times 3, which is 6. Add the 1, giving me 7. Now, 762 does not equal 763. But that's because we still have our remainder down here. So I have to add in my remainder. 762 plus 1 equals 763, which is the number we were looking for. So that checks off, meaning the answer to our problem, 763 divided by 3, is in fact 254, remainder 1. Whenever you finish a math problem, always be sure to box off or circle your answer. That way, whoever is grading your problem knows that that is what you would like your answer to be. And that concludes our review of long division. Thanks for watching!